Yeah, it's a little brutal right
Mike
now.
is on. Mike is on.
All right.
All right. Welcome to Gale Billiards in the Shark Stream, everybody. We got a match for you tonight, and we got a special guest in the booth. Who we got in the booth?
Mr. Will Alley, how you guys doing out there?
All right, Will Alley. Do you have your phone?
I have my
Can
phone.
you put your chat right up here so everybody can see, so you can see what they're commenting?
Yes, I can.
All right, so we got a good match here. It already started. Sorry for the late start, but right now Shawn Dickson is up a quick 2-0 in a race to 9, and I believe Shawn Dickson is number 9, and Brian Marek is number 10, if I believe. I'm not 100%, but it's pretty good, pretty cool.
No, I think it's Shawn is number 10 and Brian is 9.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, according to Fargo rates, that's the way it should be. But we'll see.
Wow, yeah, you got the Fargos in there. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah. So I was actually the first person to beat Shawn Dickson on the list. He had fired up from the bottom of the list up, and I was the first guy to beat him.
Yeah, he came around. I beat him a couple times, and he finally got me, and now he's doing really well.
He's a strong player.
I'm going to step out for a minute. I'm going to come back in a little bit. Will Alley, take it away.
All right. So I was on the rail. I came down into the booth to do some commentating for you guys out there today, give you guys something to watch. These guys have been shooting okay. They kind of had a little bit of battle in the first rack. A little bit of struggling. You know, here's the safety battle here. He just missed the kick on it. Everything is wide open for Shawn. He's a straight pool player, so 9-ball isn't his first game in pool. He plays a lot of straight pool, and he enjoys doing it. Calls people over to his house. Has a nice diamond table at his house, beautiful table. So he definitely knows how to play. And we all know Brian. Brian's a strong player as well. So this should be a really even match. Gonna have to do a little work here to draw back for that 7-ball. This is gonna be a little tough. See how he gets back. Very nice shot. That is a strong shot right there. Of course, he drew it a little bit too much, so now he's gonna. Looks like he's gonna play the bank. No, yeah, he played a little bit of a cut there. That's a tough shot. Ooh, just barely missed the side pocket on that. You know, so Brian, see how aggressive he is here. He's got a couple options. He can kick it back down the other side of the table and leave him long, or he can try to cut this in, play aggressive. If I know Brian, I think he's going to play aggressive. He usually tends to go ahead and try to get these balls in. We'll see how he plays it. Looks like he's playing more of a defensive shot here. Yeah, this is more of a two-way shot, and it didn't go very well. Didn't go his way, so he's going to leave him a pretty easy out here. I'd expect Shawn to get out of this pretty easily. Put a little follow on this, follow down for the 8 in the side pocket. Ooh, that is uncharacteristic. That surprises me right there. Not sure if he took that shot for granted or not. Take a little draw shot here, get back for the 9-ball, and be out, and he'll be on the board for this rack. Doesn't look like the angle's too far off. I don't think he'll go down table, but he might. Guys seem to be struggling here a little bit right now, so kind of giving the rack back and forth to one another. Shawn takes a 3-0 lead, but I don't expect this match to stay that way. I think this match will probably going to be a tight match. I don't think anyone's going to run away with this match. Let me know if you guys can hear me out there. There's 11 people on right now. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. "15 people on. You guys keep sharing the stream, get people on board. You got some good matches coming up tonight. I think Rob Pierce is playing Ryan Cullen a little bit later. I think we'll stay in the booth and commentate that as well. Rosa says perfect. Sounds good. All right, thank you. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Again, these are two solid players. I know them both very well. Very good guys. All right, got a little tester here. Again, he came up and drove the 2-ball into the rail. And it looks like he's going to basically leave him safe on this. So, again, Shawn being a one pocket player, or straight pool player here, I think he's going to be able to kick at it pretty well. Let me see if I can change the score here if I remember how to do it. There you go. Okay, he's got a tough shot here, so I mean this rack is definitely still in question here. See how he does with this shot. Again, it's a little off. He left himself tough on it. So again, he leaves Shawn another difficult shot. He might be able to see a piece of it with a little bit of a swerve, or he may be pulling out a jump cue to get a good hit on it. Looks like that's what's going on. He's going to pull out a jump cue. No, change his mind again. Oh, there he goes. It is jump cue. Okay. Yep. Wow, fires that in. That is a hell of a shot. That's a great shot by Shawn on that. That was not a gimme jump shot at all. Very nice. Very nice. These guys are both, top 10 on the list, so you're going to see shots like that. They might be struggling a little bit right now. I know neither one of them really had a whole lot of practice when they came up to the table, so expect this match to get a little bit stronger as they go along. Yeah, it was a tough bid right there. That was a strong cut. So Brian's got a little tester on this first shot here. I think, really the key here is make the ball. It'd be nice if he puts a little bit of a stop shot on it, and then he'll get a better shot on the 6. But I think the biggest key is just to make the ball. There you go. That was beautiful. Hit that strong. Now he's in position for the rest of the rack. 7 ball's a duck in the side. We'll set him up clean for the 8. Even though he's beyond it here, he's probably a little bit angry at himself for being here, but he can just go, back and forth off the bottom rail and back down. This is just going to be all touch and make sure he avoids the corner pockets. So he's left himself a little bit tough here. He came up short. I think he'd want to be a little bit further down. It's a good angle, but he just came up short. He's going to have to work to get on the 9 ball. Probably want to get to the bottom side of the 9 ball here. He's going to have to hit this firm enough to make the ball. So, yeah, I think he was trying to stay the top side, and that was kind of a tough task. I would say the same thing for Shawn on this side. It's just because he's cutting it so much, it's probably easier to get to the bottom side of the ball than it is to play down the short side, go past the side pocket with the 9 ball. Alex Bausch is watching. Alex, another strong player out there in Connecticut. All right, so they've rattled this 8 ball a few times, got it close to the pocket, and now it's just a matter of getting position on the 9 ball. Should be pretty easy, a little bit outside English here. Should come up right in behind the 9. Easy shot. Boom. Don't go too far. A little tougher than he probably wants. Again, it seems like their speed control is off a little bit right now, but this might get him on the board. There you go. He's on the board. 3-1. Okay, it's first time Brian's breaking. Let's see if he can control that cue ball and get a shot on the one ball. Let's see if he goes for a cup break or power break. See what he's going to do here. So these guys are using the Salado app tonight. That's one of our new sponsors. You can see their Fargo rating up here. So this is getting entered into Fargo. A new feature on the Yale Billiards list. And it seems like it's starting to work out well and pretty easy for everybody. He's got a good break here. He's got a little trouble down on that back end of the table. I think it's the 5 ball down there. It's like the 5 and 9 are tied up. Hard to tell with the colors on the screen. I don't have my glasses on, so that could be a little bit of an issue too. Again, I think both of these players are going to be looking at those 2 balls that are tied up, and they're going to have that in their heads the whole time. If they can't get to it, they probably should play a safety off of it. That would be kind of what I would suggest here, is to get in position to play a safety off it and leave the cue ball stuck right on that 9 ball. But we'll see how they try to work out this rack. So here he doesn't get the breakout, so he is in good position here. Not perfect, but I definitely probably try to look at the safety here, and that's exactly what he's doing. Left him on the 9 ball. That's a very good shot. That should give him the So if the video is frozen, I see it going on my phone, so it may be your computer. It's still working on my phone at the moment, which is right here, and it's still working on the screen, so it may be your computer. Okay, unfortunately, Shawn doesn't get rewarded because Brian got a good hit on the 5 ball and didn't get ball in hand. So, now the out's there. Me, I'd put inside English on this to get to the 6 ball. He may go a different path. We'll see. Looks like he did go inside English, and if it comes up far enough, yes, he got positioned. So, hey Jim, how you doing, buddy? I took the ride down to Yale today. There you go. This should be a pretty academic out from here. 2 ball out. Just don't rattle this in the pocket. Just pocket this ball and you should be good. Oh, and that's exactly what he does. I think I might have cursed him on that. That's the commentator's curse right there. Try to get too cute and get too far down there for the 9 ball and just that pocket spit it out. These are tight pockets. Nice position on the 9 ball. Not giving him anything because they've missed enough shots, so he's not giving him that even though it's a duck. There you go. Now Shawn takes a 4-1 lead. I see Brian join the stream on his phone, and that's one of the things. I've done a lot of ship the cash tournaments up in Rhode Island, and I know Mike DeMarco feels the same way I do. Is focus on your match. The stream is something you can watch at any time at a later date, but turn that shit off. Better off just turning your phone off. You don't need to listen to the commentators, listen to stuff in the chatter in the chat. Just focus on the match. That's what's important for you right now. So Shawn gets a break here and leaves himself stuck. It doesn't look like he pocketed anything because Brian's coming up to the table. So, but he doesn't leave him anything either. So probably looking at a push out here. Not a bad idea to get down on the bottom rail because that does look like it's right on the corner. We'll see if he can kind of sneak that one ball in. Nope. Yeah, it was tied up on him, so he ended up with ball in hand. Brian, that was a good push out. If he saw that, he maybe should have given that ball back because it didn't have a future. All right, this should be just a stop shot here. Maybe draw it back an inch for the 3 ball, but he should be good for the next couple of shots. And he rattled it. So when you guys are out there and you're seeing this table, understand that this is a little bit tighter pocket table. I think it's a little over 4 1/4 inches, but it's tight, and it does tend to spit out the balls from time to time. So. Got a good angle for come up on the 4 ball. Good. Put a little draw shot on this. Play the 5 on the side. Got a nice natural pattern here. You just got to execute. Just put a stop shot on this, and you can play the 6 down in the corner. Just follow that down for the 7 and get good angle to play the 8. I would play the 8 down in the corner pocket, not worry about the side. Play it down for the corner. So here you just put a little bit of low English on it, maybe low right. And again, I think you're just not giving that shot the time it deserves. You just missed the shot, but he's in fine position for the 8 ball, but just didn't give the time to execute the shot. Here again, speed control a little bit off. I expect him to probably try to back cut this into the side pocket. If I know Brian, that's what he's going to do here. Come around 3 rails for the 9. Yeah, I figured he'd try it, and he's not going to get rewarded. I think that's sketchy for the side pocket. It looks like it's a little bit beyond the nipple, but it could be a scratch shot if you hit that wrong. So it's going to be a little tester for him. Yeah. Feel like they're rushing their shots just a little bit. That's kind of what I see. Just a little bit of rush on their shots. Huh. And he gives it up because the guy, it's just not a little bit of a rush. It's okay. $20 people out there. You guys can share the stream, maybe get the numbers up. We got a couple good matches going for you guys tonight. We got our sponsors: Simonis Cloth, Viking Cues, Nick Marino Billiards, Agency 1 Group, Salato. Good to see the Fargos. What do you guys think about the Fargos out there? You guys are quiet. What do you think about seeing the Fargos next to the guy's name? John Porto, out from Vegas. How you doing, John? Looks like we got a 2-9 combo here. Get Brian back in this match. He doesn't execute. This is not going Brian's way right now. Okay, just make a good shot on this 4 ball here. There you go. 5's pretty easy, so you can get down for a good position on the 7, so you can get an angle for the 8, and it looks like Shawn's going to take a commanding lead in the set. Okay, so he left himself 50-yard line here. He's got to play a tough bank or a safety. So, here as people know, I've been kind of laid up for quite a while. I'd be playing a safety here. I know him enjoy the bank shots, but the safety is probably the smarter play. And that's going to work out. I mean, he left a hard shot on the 7. I mean, he can make it, but shooting over the 9 ball on the rail, nothing gimme, especially with these pockets here. There you go. Same. That's what I said. And it might even get more penalized with a scratch. Nope. He might be hooked on the nipple there. He might be corner hooked. Yep, he's definitely hooked because he's looking at it hard. So he's got himself a kind of tough. About all he can do maybe is kick it with a lot of spin, but it's just not going to be easy. Yeah, he was hooked on that. Gives Brian a new lease on life here. Should be pretty academic. Seems to be fighting everything at the moment, though. I think he'd like yes, he's got to jack up a little bit here, but should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, this is just definitely not going Brian's way right now. He shoots normally much better than this. We've all had those kind of nights. Didn't leave him anything easy here. He's got to cut this in. He'll get natural position. It's really just making the ball here, and he'll get natural position on the 9 with speed control. Hey, there we go, Brian. You're still leaving yourself tough on the 9 ball, but pocketed a hard shot there. That's what you needed to do. Put a little inside English on this, maybe cue off the rail first, and you should get the ball in pretty easy. There you go. Don't scratch. Don't scratch. Don't. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Six to 1, so this is a commanding lead for Shawn right now. I would expect him to be able to finish this setup pretty well. It's just a tall task for anybody to come back this strong, but we'll see if Brian's got some fight in him. Don't forget to share the stream out there, guys. This is the first of 2 matches. We got 21 guys on right now. There's a lot of good pool left to go. 6 to 1. Come on, Brian. You can. I fell dead. Yeah, you're just not shooting well right now. Brian just popped in the booth and just checked the score with me real quick here. His comments is just not on his game right now, and that happens to every one of us. I mean, even though these guys are in the top 10 of the list, it doesn't matter. You have those nights where just things aren't going your way. And there you go. He gets a little bit of a reward there. That's the second opportunity he's had at a combo on the 9. He takes this opportunity. And it's never over. I had a tournament recently. I was down 7-1 and then 8-3 in a race to 9, and I came back to win that match. And it happened again to me right afterwards. I did the same thing. So, you can come back and win these matches. In 9-ball, a lot of things happen very fast. Just as quick as you're down, you can get right back up in these matches quick. And I know Brian has a talent to do it. So definitely rooting for him. When I'm commentating these matches, I'd really like to see you go hill every time, make these players sweat, and I want to sweat it out with them. Good safety right there. Good way. That's one way to get yourselves back in a match. You're not shooting well. You feel you have a low percentage shot. Don't go for that crazy shot. Just take the high percentage safety. Make sure you execute on it. And, you might be able to claw yourself back into a match that way. Little kick shot there from Shawn. Didn't get it. Watching a lot of videos, the same angle in and same angle out. You want to know the distance between the diamonds? It's 12¼ inches between the diamonds. Cut it in half and you're going to get that distance. So what he was trying to do there was play for the 3-ball combo and then play for the 2-ball combo. He was trying to set himself up twice. And it looks like because Shawn fired that in, Brian may try to take that combo again. It looks like that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to get himself back into this match with combos on the 9. And this one's tough because it's not a gimme combo. He's had easier. There he goes. He gets that right in. So, and this is what I was saying to you guys. A couple safeties here and there, and you can claw yourself back into a match. And basically there he was trying to set himself up for a 9-ball combo, and he kind of lucked into it, but he got away with it. So it looks like he made a ball on the break here. He's going to go for the combo to keep on the 1. Just leave the ball there. That's the key. You still want a shot on that next ball. Now he's going to probably come around a couple rails for this 2-ball. I put a little bit of outside English on this, come around a couple rails. He chose to play inside English, come straight back down the table. That works. Now he's got to come out for the 3-ball. He could probably put a little top left on this, bottom left. There he goes. Comes out. Good position there. Now he's got to see what he's going to do with that 5-ball. I like going 2 rails off the corner there to get position on that. I don't think that's the 4-ball going into the side. I can't really tell. Looks like the 7. I'll know in a second. There's the 2 rails that I was talking about, and the position on the 5-ball. So that's a good shot. Getting a easy shot on the 7-ball is going to be hard here. He's on the rail. You may have to hit this harder than he wants. Nice shot. Here, just center ball on the 7, pocket the ball. You should come out for the, if you want to put a little bit of right-hand English on it, that's fine. Just stay out of the side pocket. Okay, that was a big miss here because I think he's starting to claw himself back into the match and give Shawn to just make the distance smaller to get out of this set. If he gets the 7-3, it's just one less game that he's got to deal with, and Really, he's just got to execute on this shot, and he'll be up 7-3. I really must be cursing these guys tonight. I definitely have the commentator's curse going on here. You guys don't believe in that commentator's curse, do you? Again, it just seems like he's making it harder on himself. This is a makeable shot for him. It just seems like getting a little bit out of position on his shots, and he's grabbing the extension. It should be a very makeable for him. Put a little bit of outside English on it. He shouldn't have to worry about any scratches or anything like that. But just a little bit tougher shot than he wants on the 9-ball. And he's good. All right. 6-4. He's clawing his way back into it. So I think Shawn's, opened up the opportunities for him a little bit here, and giving Brian a chance to maybe start fighting his way back. Now he's only 2 down, so definitely clawed his way back into the match.
A little bit.
Yep. Mr. Bobby Hilton's coming back into the booth.
What's up, everybody? We got a styling match here. Brian's coming back.
Yeah, he's struggled a little bit, and he started playing some safeties and playing for some combos, and he's kind of clawed
He's
his
a
way
real
back
good combo player. I saw him miss an early 2-9, but he usually doesn't miss those, so he seems to be back in his game right now, though, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. These guys are top 10 on the list, but, they don't usually miss this much. So he was a little bit off his game. He actually popped in the booth and, said he was a little bit
sorry.
off right now. Right? Yeah, pretty much like, I suck, I don't suck.
And now he's coming back, though, and that's one thing about all of our listers. They're all really good, and they take to heart. They can be down 6-1, and don't count them out. Don't count them out. I see you got some news feed out there. Got a lot of people following, so definitely share. Let us know how we sound, how we look. Got big stuff happening as always. Got to play for Shea this weekend.
Yep, I'm going to try to at least get down here for it. Try to get a team in here. A couple people I know.
Nice. I heard you did hook somebody up a 3.
Yeah,
with somebody.
They got some stuff, and I think it's going to work out for them. They're going to get back to me tonight and know for sure. But
well, so Shawn's got a nice setup here for a run. He left himself a little straight on this 5 to get on a 6. So now I don't know if he's going to try to maybe force follow, and one rail he got pretty good on it considering it was pretty straight.
And his cut shots have been spot on. When he's been cutting it down the rail, he's been spot on. So.
He's used to that diamond, so if he can make it in there, he can pretty much make it on this table as well. Let's just draw this ball back, like right about here.
Yeah, I like the follow on these shots. That's just what I think personal preference on a lot of these. I like to put a little bit of top left on these.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
see
definitely,
what he does.
It's so close though. If you just draw, you don't have to go that far. He went a little far there, but a nice stroke.
Very nice.
Now he's gonna have to draw it back. He doesn't want to leave himself on a rail. Maybe put a little bit of left spin on it. Come up a little bit this way, like that.
Just drew it.
Yep. And pretty simple. It looks like it's gonna be 7-4 here. And you told him about the other match we got coming up, right?
I told him about Rob Persa and Ryan Cullen coming up and hang out with us and share the stream. You're gonna have 2 good matches coming up here tonight.
Yeah, and just give you a sneak peek what we got going over here. We got a makeup match, Masters, between 2 other great players, Tim Levine and Dave Gavish. So we don't know the score, or I think they just started. So I think this is going to be 1-0 Timmy. And this is actually a makeup because, look at it. 1-0 Gavish. Wow, that's unfortunate. Timmy's not happy. He did not look like he hit that ball hard at all.
Oh, no.
It looked like he hit it smooth. It just kept rolling. Now, table 4 does roll a little bit more than most tables, I think. But, wow, that's unfortunate for Timmy. Dave's on my team, so that's good for my team.
Yeah. Timmy's plays a lot stronger than he has, and probably, if you go back a year ago, he's definitely, gone up another gear.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it looks like he gave himself a bad rack there. Or he didn't hit it square.
It jumped back over the rack, the cue ball. So.
Yeah. So how you feeling? How's your ankle there, Mr. Will Alley?
Well, they're saying I can walk on it on the 11th.
All right.
But it's definitely been a struggle for sure.
Yep. You know, home, watch a lot of TV, read some books.
I was kind of talking to the guys. There's 12 and a quarter inches between the diamonds, and I learned that through the YouTube videos.
Whoa! Didn't I tell you he can make those combos?
Wow, another combo.
That's
like
what
that.
I said that when I came in. I said, Brian, make combos, and sure enough, there he does.
And he's been, that's how he's gotten himself back into this match with these combos. And it's something I personally hate when I'm playing a match.
I'm not a combo guy either.
I don't mind doing the combos. I just don't like matches going with 3-4 combos like that because I feel like the match is not based on skill. It's based on where the balls land after the break.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why a lot of people play a 10 ball or it has to go last type of rule. But you have to play different rules. So Timmy's a little fired up after scratching on that. He's got a chance to pull within 1-1 real quick. And again, I'll be going back to the main match. Like I said, I'm just giving you guys a sneak peek because here in the Shark Stream we can do that because we have 2 tables for you. And Timmy seems to be playing pretty good. And Brian did break, so we'll get back to the match. 7-5. Brian needs 4. Shawn needs 2.
Do like seeing the Fargos up on the list, and it's playing pretty true. I mean, it's a close match. They made a lot of mistakes this match. I think you talk to both of these players, they say they could probably put a better set together, but
that was early. I mean, I haven't seen him miss the ball since I've been in the booth. It's only been a couple games.
I know.
They're both playing pretty solid. I didn't think he even had a pocket there.
No, I don't think so.
He should have played safe on that. Well, he did. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, this is another one where I like to kick safe and kind of try to leave
No
that
comments
cue ball.
there? What do we got? Anything
I'm not
going
seeing
on?
a whole lot of comments.
There we
Not
go.
a lot of people talking there.
All right, Brian says it's working. Porto's watching. Oscar's watching. Oh, no, that's not going to be good for Brian. Cue ball in the side pocket, Will.
Yeah, that happened on made a nice 9-ball and cue ball drifted into a pocket and womp womp womp.
All right, so Timmy did run that rack out, so it is 1-1. Just to give you an update on that. And we may, if this game gets over and they're still playing, we may switch over to that.
That's fine by
another
me.
good match.
Yeah,
another
it
good
is.
Content, And I got cheese. You want a piece of cheese?
Yeah, I will steal
right.
a piece of cheese.
There
And you
you
know
go.
what? I'm going to tell you that these matches have been a lifesaver. When you're stuck in a bedroom for 5 weeks and you have nothing else to do, and you've watched a lot of YouTube, I've really enjoyed this stream while I've been.
Nice. It was pretty cool. We got Chris Freeman came from Friday Night Fights, and he was pretty impressed with our system and everything. He was liking it, and it's good to I guess talk to everybody about it, what's happening, what they're doing, what we're doing, and it's pretty interesting. All right, Brian has a chance to get out here. Nothing tied up. Everything pretty simple. I think he's just going to roll his ball a little forward. I don't think he tries to go one reel and get too fancy, but he could go one reel if he wants. That's how he's feeling.
I'll tell you, if he can finish out this rack here, then this is a whole new match.
Yeah, and he's going to hit this with some bottom right here. Come right up here. Maybe not that far, but right up there. Doesn't want to leave himself too much of an angle on the 8 because he wants to get back for the 9. So he wants to be almost straight or to the right side of the 8 ball, I think.
I think this happens a lot in 9-ball. If you don't close somebody out when you have an opportunity to, it tends to come back and haunt you a little bit later.
Absolutely. The biggest game to win is the last game.
Yeah.
All right, now he's got a little bit of a shot here. I mean, I think he could just follow this with a little bit of left spin and just come here. He doesn't have to be perfect.
So, on these kind of shots, you don't mind the bank shot going across the other side of the table, coming across the 8-ball and banking it?
Just play it, roll it in the side, and you can leave the cue ball right where he's pointing. Even if you leave it right here, you're good to go. I mean, you're both good enough to make that shot.
I know you love the side pockets, too. You're a side pocket guy.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's looking. It's not a difficult shot. Just if he tries to draw it 3 rails back or something, banking
Yeah,
it,
I don't like that.
Just simple 1 shot, 2 shot, and that's it.
Except what you get on it.
Oh, no. And he's pointing at the side. I don't think that was the side's fault, but that's gonna come back to get him there,
So
Mr.
this is what I've seen a few times during this match. Is I feel like that they're just not giving the shot the time that it deserves, to really focus in and make that shot.
Right.
They've made the decision to make that ball, but they haven't, really focused in and locked it in.
Yeah. All right. He's on the hill. Very fortunate for him to get that game. All right. Let's go see what's on our Masters table over here.
So how's the bet going with Bruce?
It's going really well. I'm eating cheese. I'm doing keto, so I'm doing pretty good. I wasn't doing as good until he sent me that those
Got you
those
motivated?
cookies in the booth. Yeah, it really made me. Now I'm actually walking a mile and a half a day as well. So
So I thought lying in a bed for 5 weeks that I would gain weight.
you did. You look good.
I actually lost another 4 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So
All right, trying to win on the hill here. Breaking from the right side.
it's not like I could go to the refrigerator and get my own food.
That's
though,
true
so-
too. That's true too. All right, nice break, but no balls in. Brian's gonna have to try to do something weird here to get position for this 2-ball. So you've been watching the whole time, huh? Because our numbers have been growing, so you're helping our numbers for sure.
I've been watching them. Obviously, I share whenever I'm watching and stuff like that. I've been trying to add a few comments here or there. It's funny. Some nights I have pool on the. I had the some of the world championships of pool on the screen. I had your matches going on.
What's going on, Bobby? Come on in, Bobby. Come on in, Bobby.
Bob Dargis.
All right, we got the great Bob Dargis in the booth. How are you, sir?
Nick's getting something going over here. Mr. Action Jackson over there.
All right, all
How you
right.
doing, Mr. Alley?
I'm hanging in
You're
there,
having
sir.
your problems, man. How's those stones treating you?
Jesus,
Holy
that's
shit.
I was.
Those are terrible. You ever have them?
I got a 5mm one in my
Oh.
kidney, but it's not causing any problem
mine's
yet.
6.
Oh yeah.
Look at this right here. Shawn going for the win. There it is.
Wow.
All right,
And that was
Shawn.
not an easy combo.
No,
either.
Shawn Dickson
He's
takes
been
it
playing
9 to
good.
5.
He's been playing good.
He
He
is.
has that tight diamond table. I play on there on Mondays with him.
Oh, you do? You go over his house? He
Yeah,
streams it and everything, that guy.
Yeah. He plays good on it. I'll tell you, after coming from here or from my house to his table,
Yeah.
it's like you're looking at like little pea pockets.
They're that tight, huh?
I'll
They're
tell
that
you.
tight.
Oh man, it takes him about a half hour to get going on it.
I'm sure it does. So
Table 8 is nothing compared to that table. Table 8 is loose.
It is, huh?
Yeah, buckets compared
Those
to
diamond
this.
rails, right? Is what it is.
Well,
The rails
the way it's
make the
cut,
pocket. Yeah.
it's just you can't even touch it. But at least table 8, it gives you some forgiveness, you know.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
interested about.
Although I don't play well on it, but table 8 has my number too.
I'm interested with that because I have an old house, and then Bobby knows the guy that works on the tables here is going to come down to my table and tighten up my pockets.
Joe Marassi, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's going to.
Not too tight though, because it'll be discouraging because it takes away from your timing. It takes away from really your rhythm. If it's too tight, if you're like 4 1/4,
Right, because you can't get position.
it's tough.
It's tough.
You got to have. You're playing all angles. If you don't have the angles, forget about it.
Yeah,
So you're saying after you opened your table up, your game got a little better?
Well, yeah,
Saying that?
actually it does because when I was playing on the virtuals, as you know, and
Yes,
those,
you were doing
those
fantastic.
Those pockets that I had were like 4 1/4, but it was playing like a 4 because of the way the back ends were real hard.
Yeah.
The back ends were tough. There was triple shim. So I'm playing guys with 5-inch pockets and 7-foot tables.
Oh, I know. When I played on my virtual, I played on this table right here, Bob, and table 4. It's the biggest pocket
Love
table
it.
there is.
I love it. I
It's
love
the
it.
fastest table.
Yeah. Well, you had a 62.
Yeah.
You did great.
Yeah.
that
It
was
wasn't
like
as good
you
as your
kicked ass.
47 and 5
No,
racks, though.
Well,
That was impressive.
every
You
once in
almost
a
got the
while.
50. You should have got the 50. And that was when your table was tight, I believe.
That was my table.
That was
Trim, yeah.
fantastic.
Triple trim then, yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
cheering you on that night. That was amazing.
Every once in a while, they have a flashback, you know,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the Bobby
yeah.
Hunt days.
That was great. Yeah. I won my event. I think you won your event as
No,
well.
I came in second to
You came in
Terry. Yeah.
second.
Terry had the bucket table.
I came in
Plus he
second.
plays great,
I
you
came
know?
in second to
So
Chad
I'm the
Bassinet.
only winner in
Yes,
this.
I
I'm the
remember.
only winner in this booth then.
You were the only
Oh,
winner in this
okay.
booth. Yeah.
No, I think you won a couple events after that as well,
yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you were. I think you
I,
owned
uh,
Gloria Jean's
well,
tournament.
yeah,
you were
I
doing
had-
very well.
3 or 4 of those I went in. That was
Yeah.
fun. That's because I opened up to 4.5
Yeah.
instead of the 4.
Made a big difference, right?
Well, 4.5 is. I mean, it's a lot better than. It was
Oh.
about 4 1/4.
Yeah, but
I
how much do you
played
think
like 4.
the tighter pockets trained you over time to do a little bit better?
I'll tell you what. I had Phil over the house. I had Werner over the house. A lot of the players came over, and the first set, they struggled a little bit, but then you got used to it. Your brain starts taking over, and you start making compensations. And they played really good. You get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
But there's a point. There is a point where it's just too tight.
Olhausens
can't
are a
get
little
that rhythm
funny
going.
though because they got deep pockets on them, so you get that Olhausen rattle that goes in
That's
there.
right. That's what I learned how to play on. So
You
I know
know,
exactly what you're talking
I
about.
need the rattle. I need all the
Yeah.
rattles, and I need the biggest pockets in the world right now. At 7 years old, you shouldn't me. I'm glad to be on this side of the grass, still playing. You know? I thought I was the oldest guy in the tournament, this Joss, but this Bob from Maine.
78 or something? or no?
77.
Yeah,
Yes,
77.
Yeah, he's still
yes.
playing. This is good. I'm not the oldest guy in the tournament.
I have a guy in the APA league that's on my team Monday nights. Him and his wife, 90 years old.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness, huh?
They're out until midnight shooting pool.
shit.
He's a 5 in the APA. God bless him. I mean,
He's our hero.
he is my
Yeah,
hero.
right. Yeah.
Ralph Hall.
20 more years, you'll get there, Bob.
Who the hell knows what's going to happen? Hey, Nick is talking about we're talking about taking the boys out.
Yeah.
Nick and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a little chat the other night. So we
Okay.
gotta put the boys in line.
All
you know?
right.
So we'll set
We
something
would
up
love
with
to
a
stream that up.
charity event. Charity event.
We'll put a youngster and an old guy in the booth as well to
Okay.
mix that up. You know, we'll
All right,
have
so
to do that as
We'll
well.
work something out. It'll have to be on a weekend because Joe can't play during the week because
Okay.
it's like a 16-hour day.
yeah.
So like a Saturday or Sunday like that. And the loser will throw in $100 or something for the booth or for whatever
Yeah.
you want it for. Whatever.
That
event
would be
is good,
fantastic.
okay?
I think that would be a good content day for sure.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That would be a really good experience. And what do you think of these two guys, Bob, real quick?
Who's this?
You got Dave Gavish and Tim Levine
these
playing a
guys.
Masters match. They're both strong
There's
players.
so many strong players in this play, and you were the mentor though. You're the main man here. You brought on Lucas wouldn't have been Lucas if it wasn't for you, and Phil wouldn't have been Phil, or Rob wouldn't have been Rob if it wasn't for you.
I got to give Phil. Phil was probably the one person that he came into my room when he was like 19, and he was already a freaking beast.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was
At
really
19?
good at that age already, and
He's great.
But I mean, I think he evolved from the people. You know, he got really good friends with Rob and Dave, and of course myself, and I think that. Oh, look at Gavish scratching off a ball.
Dave might be the strongest on that team.
He's pretty.
might be the
Listen,
strongest,
I'm
and he's
not.
so underrated,
You're not
man.
going to
He's
get argued from me.
fantastic.
I've
Yeah.
seen that guy win big matches after
They're
big
all-
matches.
they're all-
He
tough.
comes through so clutch, and he'll have a jump shot. You'd think, no way. For a match, I'd bet on him anytime.
I
He
wouldn't bet
is-
against any of those guys.
He's
No way.
fantastic for sure.
And Lucas held up pretty strong against Bowie, didn't he? I just watched that match this morning.
Yeah, he did. He had a 7-4.
He
I
missed
think was-
He missed the 9. It would
He
have been
did.
5-6.
Yeah,
Remember with him breaking?
Yes,
Because you
absolutely.
were commentating, and it would have been
That
6-5.
was- that was-
with
that
him
was a
breaking.
big
He could have
one.
tied it up.
Yep, that was a big one. He's playing really well as well. So
I don't know if you noticed after Lucas showed him that he can play, it was like 6-4, and he was shooting on the. Oy looked over like he was getting a little nervous. He said, I can't lose.
it would have been the last match that he played here for 3 days. And imagine if he lost the last match, he would have been
Oh.
thinking about it.
I'll tell you, I told Lucas, I said, man, you had him. Boy. That 9 ball killed him, because if he would have made
It
that
did.
9
It
ball.
made a big difference, sure.
Yeah, it was all over.
But I mean, Oy, just a true professional. He missed Bob, I think maybe 6-7 balls the whole 3 days.
Unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
I only
mean,
saw him miss. Because I only saw him play this morning. So he played like 2.5 hours. He played Rob.
Yep.
He played Phil.
Yep, and then Lucas
And
back
then
to back
Lucas,
to back.
yeah. And I think I saw him miss 1 or 2 shots.
Yeah, that was
If
it. And
that,
then
in
the
those
night
3
before
matches.
when he played, I ended up playing 20 people. He didn't race the 3. And that's hard to do against our guys.
So smooth, too.
Yeah,
So
he-
smooth.
he
And on
missed,
table 8.
Yeah, he missed like
On
five
table
balls
8.
the whole day.
He's not even human. Then he goes to Jason's place.
It beats
Hey,
Jason.
Jason,
Unreal.
one of the best players that ever lived.
On his diamond.
On his diamond.
I know.
What's the odds of him going there and beating him on his own table? 9-7, I think it was, right?
It was, yeah, it was.
He was
had
up.
a mate
He was
too.
up more on that. Yeah,
He had a
was
mate
up
to
on
2,
it
and,
pretty good.
and Jason came back on him.
Yes, imagine that. Holy crap. Yeah, that's what Joey was losing 8-2 or 8-3. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And that kid Kyle can play.
Yeah, so
He's a
let's
hell
talk
of a
about that
player.
match. I mean, Kyle Pepin, Lucas actually played him in a big money
I
match.
saw
and he
that one.
barely
Yeah,
beat him.
yeah.
But it was a
They
good
played
match.
close. They
But
played close.
Kyle's no joke, man.
He plays hard, and he's a great breaker, and he just
He does. So
he gets out all the time.
And
But when you know what, when you lose that, coming from 8-3 or 8-2, whatever it was,
Yeah.
and then you got to play one more.
your head's
The
not.
Mo is not with you, baby.
Nope.
The Mo is not with
Nope.
you, and I knew that he was going to have his hands full with Joey then, because Joey had the eye of the tiger.
Nice.
He did. He had the eye of the
Nice.
tiger.
That's
he
awesome.
smelt it.
Nice. He smelled the blood in the water, right? After
Yeah.
that, coming back. But he must have felt pretty good.
Oh, he did.
Is that his first Joss win?
He came in second to Shane.
Yep.
Up, I don't know where it was, but he came in a couple years back, and so it was his first Joss win.
Had been a while ago because
he said, "I'm doing it for
Mike
Mom
can't play
today."
it all. Yeah, right.
We
Way
lost
to
her
go.
in February,
Awesome.
I said, all right.
That was awesome. And we were all proud of him. We were rooting him on for sure.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And what place did you finish?
I finished seventh.
Seventh. Did you get cash or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just cashed. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I lost my first match, and
Oh, so you got to work.
and I'll tell you something.
We're too young. We're too old for that. We can't do that. We got to win from the beginning.
I know. I need a shoulder replacement because it's so bad.
Yeah.
All 4 of my tendons are totally full thickness tears.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt as bad as it sounds.
Right.
Because they're full thickness. If they were half thickness,
Yeah.
it would be hurting like hell.
I-
So I'm going to have that replacement, but I'm going to do it in the springtime.
I got a question for you. Do you think that playing pool hurts it or helps it? Because my father-in-law,
think
Terry,
it
you know
helps
him, he's 81, and he has a bad shoulder as well. And he says his shoulder feels the best is when he's playing pool and a little right after.
It helps it because you're moving it and it's not you're not lifting any
Strenuous,
weights
right?
and you're not putting it over your head. You can't put your arm over your head if you have torn
Right.
rotator cuffs.
Now,
as
I've
well.
obviously learned a little bit about tendons.
Yes,
You know, with this
I
going
heard
on.
What happened to you? Yeah.
And bottom line, I think the ligaments get stronger around it. That's kind of
And the muscles around it get stronger.
Yeah,
and
because
support.
they're compensating for it. Because they said that this tendon that I had was the worst he had ever seen, but he was surprised how stable my ankle was. So
You're
I
not
think
in a walker or anything, so you're doing all right.
I'm not a walker,
Yeah.
but yeah,
He's
I'm
ready to go on
struggling
the
right now.
11th in about 10 days, 7 days.
Oh, geez.
All right. What do you think here? Tim, you got a tough shot at this ball in the rail. Do you spin this in or you try to play it safe on this? This is all the way up
What's
here
that?
in the
Where
rail.
is it now?
Yeah, he's shooting this ball right here.
I'm shooting the
The
5. I think he's going to
Spin it in with some left
How do you
hand.
play safe there? You got to fit it on the other side. You got to spin it in.
He tried to spin it
Yeah,
in.
that's
and
exactly what I would have done. Just miss it.
he hits it, goes in. They ball in hand. That's done.
Yeah,
He's
he
not
just-
going to let
he
him
gave it
shoot
to
it.
him,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to let him shoot it.
Is that what's the score here now?
I think it's like 4-2. We don't keep score because this is a bonus match because we were watching the Shawn Dickson and
Okay.
and Brian match,
Yeah.
and this is just a makeup Masters match. So we had the great Bob Dargis in the booth, so we figured we'd
Ah,
take some time to talk, and we got a good match on the table. So
I was going to tell you about the shoulder. There they don't use the magic rack. With the magic rack, you can break like a straight pool player and do fine.
Oh,
You
right,
can make
you
3
didn't know
balls.
nothing, huh?
So you get it for your shoulder into it. So after those 5 sets that I won, I was like dead. I was out of home. I had ice out of the way over there. It was like nasty.
you've been hanging with Bobby Hunt too long. You're learning all the moves, huh? Going back
boy.
to your days back in the day, huh?
Yeah, we used to do pretty good together.
I'm sure
We
you
used to
did.
split between me, Kenny Wellman, and
Oh, Kenny
Bobby
Wellman,
Hunt.
he was a fantastic player, huh?
Oh, Kenny was fantastic. Yeah, you would think he's going to miss every time he gets up because he made those faces. And
I
he's
know,
like,
little
turned
bunny
his head.
faces.
Do you remember
oh
him?
my god, of course I
You
do.
do?
Remember the bunny? He used to make the bunny
my
faces.
God,
Like,
hilarious.
oh, it was
Hilarious.
so funny.
Ah,
So
You know, he came in the Yale with Larry, my pool room probably 20 years ago, and then he came back by himself with 2 women like 10 years later by himself, just partying, hanging out. It was something else. He wasn't trying to hustle out of the blue. It was the only time
never
I've
saw
ever
that
seen
part.
him after
Never seen
that.
that side of him.
No, it was interesting.
And the other beast we had back in those days was Carlos.
Oh, Carlos Vieira?
Carlos, Bobby Hunt,
absolutely.
Kenny, and myself. We used to pretty much own the tournaments. We'd just take
Yep.
turns splitting the money, And
Absolutely, yeah.
we did good. Yeah, we had a lot of strong players. I think they're stronger now, though.
Yeah.
Like the team you got, they're
They're tough. Yeah,
And
Rob,
then you
Dave,
have
Phil. Then you had Lucas in the mix.
Lucas in the mix, and then you got
It's
other
just-
players. You got George Texera, who's playing fantastic.
George, yeah, I gotta
Watch out
get
for
him on the
George.
stream.
Watch out for George, man.
Yep.
He's dedicated to the game. He'll practice 3 hours on his tight ass
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
He has a real tight table.
Yeah, and then they come play and
Yeah.
show you.
Oh yeah, he plays really hard. He's very serious about the game. So was Carlos. Carlos was the other guy that I knew that used to do drills. He
Yep.
do drills for hours. Then
Yep.
he come
He
over
was
to my
a
house.
really
we
good
play
straight pool player,
Yeah, we
I
play
believe.
straight. That's how we played
He was
straight
a
pool.
very
We used
good
to-
straight
yeah,
pool
we used to
player.
go back and forth straight pool. We only played for $20, but it was like $2,000 because it was the pride on the line,
Right, yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
No,
You
but
know.
we used to play a
I know
lot.
Carlos as well, so I know all those guys. I know
See,
all
I
those
was
guys.
gone for 25 years on
Yeah,
this game,
yeah.
or so, or even more. But
Crazy, good
then
times.
you got Bobby Nadenjan.
Bob and Denton, yeah, absolutely. He just won that big tournament here.
He played great too.
He really
I
did.
had him. I should have had him because I dogged the 7-ball or something like that, and I would have won ahead of him 7-6 or something. Like
Oh,
whatever
really?
It was, yeah. And then it was all over after that.
That was it.
Yeah,
He
he's a
came
great
back and won the
player.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you
And
ever play?
he beat Ben Savoy, who I think your boy
Yeah,
beat. Ben's
yeah.
playing really well.
Yeah, he played really
He's
good.
playing
up there.
really well.
Did you ever play Dave Bell?
No, because I just missed it. I know that he was just here. I
Yeah, he's
saw
on
him.
my team on Masters.
Yes,
and he's taught me
I
something.
don't know him that well. I just saw him.
He's
around
another one of
30
those
years
people
ago I
that
saw
will
him.
drive you crazy. He'll shoot off the wrong foot, you know. He'll
He's a
spin
great
everything
player.
in.
He's a
but,
really good
But
player.
he
He's a very
plays
good player.
really well.
Yes.
He plays really well.
Yeah, he was playing back in those days then too. Yeah, there were Lester used to play.
Lester,
Lissick.
yep, Lester, another good player.
Yeah, he was a good player. But I think there's a lot because
Then
of
Geeky,
YouTube.
or you probably took the break
Nah,
when
I
Geeky
took a break
came.
then. Yeah.
Yeah, when he came, he came on and
Geeky was
took
great.
over.
Yeah, Tommy Seminara was growing up with Shawn, not Shawn, with Joey.
Yep.
And Mikey Abbott.
Yep.
Another real good player.
Yep.
The three of them came up together, and Robbie Sayers.
Robbie
We used to
Sayers.
go around the tournaments together
Yep,
before.
absolutely.
Yeah. Robbie really did good. He was on
Robbie's
ESPN
still
a
playing
couple
well,
times. Yeah, he was on ESPN a
Yeah,
couple times. I
yeah,
don't know if you saw
absolutely.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think he was down in the final 4 or 6 or something like that. The U.S. Open or.
Zuglin.
Well,
Played Zuglin a
I
couple
saw him
times.
for the first time this weekend in 35 years.
Oh, really?
Since 1988, I think it was, or something like that.
Well, you'll see him again the next Josh at Yale when he comes down and playing that.
He said, as soon as I walked in, there's a guy that beat me 7-0. You only got to ever beat me 7. Yeah, that was the first time I ever beat him too. You know, I mean, shit, if you're playing high enough, you're going to finally get lucky.
Isn't that amazing how many years goes and he still remembers that?
He shouted it out. He shouted it out too. This guy beat me 7-0. Yeah. The only time I ever beat him in 9. He was good. He was supposed to win the U.S. Open against Davey Howard. He was telling me that the other day. He came in second. Did you know he came in second in 9-ball in the U.S.
I did
Open?
not.
He came
I
in
did
second
not.
in straight pool.
Really?
I didn't know he
I knew
came in
straight
second.
pool, yeah.
I didn't know he came in second in
Wow.
9-ball in the U.S. Open. He told me that. He said that it was him and Davey Howard were rated number 1 and 2. And he was supposed to take his ass, but something happened. I don't know what it was, but he wasn't a happy camper.
I mean, that's still great, but if you win the U.S. Open, that might have changed his life a little bit. Being a
People
winner,
don't know
I
how
mean,
good that guy was. He's
yeah.
just a natural talent, you know. Some people just have, like Phil. I think he's a natural.
yeah,
He doesn't
Phil,
have a table at home, does
absolutely.
he?
No.
How the hell does he play this good?
No, Dave too. Dave too doesn't have a table. He comes in once in a
Really?
while and he hits
He doesn't
balls.
have a table?
No.
I know Rob has a table.
But Rob's just starting. Yeah, Rob started late. Like Dave was playing 10 years old at in Newington, and Phil was
was
playing
there with him.
Yeah, Phil was playing young as well.
Really?
Rob had a pool hall. I owned it since it was before he was born. He didn't take an interest in the game until he was 16 and started working for me.
There
So he was a late bloomer, and he's still fantastic. He didn't hit a ball. Honest to God, he didn't hit a ball until he was 16 years old.
That's amazing. And well, you know what makes him so good is that he has a desire.
Temperament, too.
And he
Yeah.
great temperament.
Yeah.
First off, he's a wonderful guy. But he'll play a shot over and over. I was told by several people that he's a workhorse for the game. And
Yep.
that's what, if Lucas had more of that, he would go up a speed or two. And
You're preaching to the choir.
You know
I know.
that.
We're trying.
know that.
Absolutely.
Because he plays so freaking good now. Holy shit.
I know.
How about throwing $1,500 on yourself when you go to
I-
How confident are you when you do that?
On
You're
a
crazy
16
or
killers.
confident?
On 16 killers. It was 16 killers that I met.
Unbelievable. You got Joey Dupree in there too. You know, it's not like you got.
Oh, man, it was
it's
unreal.
unbelievable. I was really surprised that he came back because Rob had him.
Yep.
If you remember.
Oh,
When that match,
absolutely.
Rob had him, and then
Yep.
he came back and he.
Yeah, it
he
was
ran
close.
a 3-pack or
He
something
did.
like that.
And they were
table
talking
eight.
about the soft break. Lucas was getting the soft break down,
Yes.
and that's how it started.
Yeah.
But yeah, because Rob easily could have won that event. He's
Oh yeah, I thought he was the favorite.
Yep.
Between him and Joey Dupree, I thought they were both the favorites. But, yeah, and it was
But
amazing.
we're going to be doing that again soon, another invitational, because that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of hype. It was a lot of big names in that event, the locals, you know.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You
But
did
we got a big one. Are you going to play with your son in the
Yeah.
Ship the Cash?
Yep. I just talked to DeMarco today.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he said Joey and I can get in. I think we just fit 1294.
Oh my goodness! So you guys are going high in the Calcutta?
I don't know. You got Lucas and Timmy too. That's a tough team.
Rob and Ashley.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, Rob and Ashley's going to be playing.
There's a lot of talent out there. So
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of
who's
fun.
playing good? What's the secret to playing that type of partner pull?
Oh, Timmy just massaged the ball and shit in the 9-ball. That counts in APA. Oh no, he scratched. I'm sorry. I thought he crapped an 9-ball and he scratched. You know what the secret is? The secret. I'm going to tell you the secret. I'm going to do the secret. I'm going to play in the lower tournament. It's 1100. I'm going to get a lower play. We're going to play in that
Howard.
event.
Who's your partner in that?
Yeah, there's 2 tournaments that day. A 13-11.
Who's
So
your
that's
partner?
the secret. I don't know. I'm going to get somebody good though.
I got Jamie Bogan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I'm going to be able to play. I mean, I can stand on it now. I'm not supposed to, so I'm staying off it. I'm going to be cleared to stand on the 11th. So,
Good for you.
So for those of you guys out there who don't know what we're talking about, we're doing a ship to cash event here at Yale Billiards. It's 2 doubles events, 1,300 Fargo and 1,100 Fargo. So you can pick your teammate and do whatever you want to do. Like Bob's playing with his son, they're going to be almost 1,300. Timmy and Lucas are probably almost 1,300,
yeah.
and it's going to be a lot of 1,100s as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I think every pool player in the Northeast is going to be here for that event.
yeah,
It's gonna be
Jamie and I
awesome.
just
Ship to
squeaked
cash.
under on that. I
Yeah,
mean,
a lot of
we're
people are.
close.
It's going to be a good field.
You're gonna
It's
have-
going to be a really good field.
Where do you park when this parking lot's full? By the way, because we had that problem.
You
the
can
last
park
time.
on the street. Yeah,
Yeah.
the streets. There's no signs of
problem?
no parking. You can
Okay.
street and walk.
Okay.
So that's what you got to do.
All right.
But I would definitely get it early if you can.
Well, I'm looking.
Everybody doesn't have their name on a parking spot. Timmy's just
He's
not
had
happy
a, he's
with
had a
that.
tough night.
Yeah, he's
I think
struggling
that's
out
it.
there. It's
Well,
great.
guys, nice seeing you.
All right,
Nice
thanks
seeing
for
you,
the booth,
brother.
Bob. We got to get you in the
Hey.
booth talking a little bit more. It was
You
good
bet.
stuff.
Nice to
It's
see
good
you.
stuff.
Good to
Take
see
care of
you.
that leg, buddy.
I'm trying.
All right, guys, we're going to leave here. We're just going to give you guys our sponsors right here. Of course, thank you very much for all you guys. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. You got all of them up there. Andy Gow, JJ Fishbein, Ben Strong, Harriman Real Estate, Connecticut APA, Vacu Lease, Agency 1, K Morgan, KM Maintenance, NM Billiards, Enthusiast Science, Sigmaware, of course, Modern Barbershop, Man Cave Memory, Shawn Dickson, who won his match tonight, Michael's Deli, Jacoby Q's, of course, Mark Anthony Home Improvements, and then we got Simonis and Viking Q's as well. So appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys, and thanks for watching. Will Alley, thank you for commentating.
No problem.
If you want to come back for the next match, you're more than welcome. We're going to be back for another match, and as soon as Ryan gets ready.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah, if I